Welcome to season 2 of the AC Pulse. And if you thought in season 1 we were just pulling back the curtain, nah. We're tearing the whole damn curtain down this season on the AC Pulse. If you're new here, I'm Amanda Corrales. I'm an artist advocate, Art Institute graduate, and global jet setter who's built programs, brands, and movements across continents and sectors. I've erected events for Entrepreneurs Organization. I've led national marketing strategy at PBS, the local Colorado chapter. I've built public sector infrastructure as a founder and executive director for Avant-Garde. And I've created nonprofit and for-profit ecosystems that actually work for the artist, not off their backs. I've sat in boardrooms where equity is a buzzword. I've led campaigns where the metrics were impressive, but the human cost was hidden. And I've watched over and over as institutions stole ideas, ghosted artists, and then dubbed it collaboration. So why should you care what I say? Because I've lived both the illusion and the aftermath. I've been inside the machine and under its wheel. And now I'm naming names and I'm building something better. Because this isn't just a podcast. It's an archive. It's strategy. It's resistance with receipts. And this season, we're starting where the myth begins. RedLine'd, the nonprofit that claims to stand for equity while redlining the very artists they say they serve. Because we're starting with the name, the nonprofit on the pedestal, the institution that stole proposals, erased artists, recalled funding, and called it community. Yes, we're talking about RedLine'd, Contemporary Art Gallery. Yes, that's the real name. You couldn't script a better metaphor if you tried. So, welcome to the AC Pulse. The name says it all. Let's definitely start there and not skip past that. RedLine'd, an actual art nonprofit named after a policy that denies homeownership to Black and Brown communities. How did we get here? How did that become the name for a space supposedly fighting for artist equity, for the community? Here's the truth. They're not fighting redlining. They're rebranding it. Because redline isn't an accident. It's an omen. And just like the red lines on housing maps, this place draws boundaries between who gets access and who gets tokenized, between whose work gets funded and whose gets stolen, between the performance of equity and the practice of harm. So, are you asking yourself, what's the proposal theft? It doesn't stop at the name. They didn't just redline me in my proposal. They took my blueprint. I pitched a program. I gave them a vision, the budget, the model, and the impact goals. And they said, thanks, $3,500 if you want to use our space. And I ghosted. 6 months later, they launched a new narrative for an old initiative that looked and sounded eerily familiar. Same concept, same format, same verbiage, same talking points, except now it had their name on it. And they claimed they've been doing it for the last 9 years. Their face on the press release. They didn't just redline me out. They stole the whole house I was trying to build. This episode is brought to you by RedLine, trademark, now offering theft in 4K. Looking to uplift marginalized artists without paying them? Want to launch community programs without community input? Tired of your own ideas not being disruptive enough? Just steal someone else's. It's not plagiarism. It's strategic collaboration. If you put it in a grant proposal. RedLine, trademark, drawing boundaries, collecting checks, all in the name of equity. Trademark. All right, let's get back to the show already. Now, let me be clear. RedLine is not just a gallery. It's not just a nonprofit. It's an entity. It's the arts world's perfect storm. White liberalism with a mission statement. Equity language with absolutely no practice. Black and brown artists used as a backdrop while the same people sit at the top. And the people who fund it, they know exactly what it is. But they keep writing the checks anyway. Gates Foundation. Because RedLine isn't an exception. It's a template. This isn't just about me. This isn't just about one proposal. This is about every artist who ever gave their best ideas to a system that only wanted their image, not their input. And now we are done being quiet. It's 2025, y'all. Wake the fuck up. You wanted receipts? You wanted names? Welcome to episode 1. We're starting where it all begins. With the name, with the theft, with the lie. RedLine is not a model. It's a warning. Next episode, we dig deeper into how RedLine built its reputation off the labor of artists it discarded. We're talking ghosted emails, erased credits, and the real cost of being seen as too confrontational when you're demanding basic respect. This is season 2 of the AC Pulse. And this time, we're not asking questions. We're naming names, we're flipping the map, and we're building what they said we never could. The red line stops here.